Okay, let's see here. Get rid of that. Skip. Oh my god, enough commercials. All right, it's been a while, guys. Let's see here. Okay. Um, it's been. I just got done working outside, so thought, what the hell? I'm doing prep work on, and I need to adjust my camera because you guys can't see all of me. Okay. Let's see here. Do this. The place is a mess, but oh, okay. There we go. We're back. So yeah, so I thought, what the hell? I got prep work to do on these Targa buildings. I finally dug them out. I haven't touched anything really since the last time we had a live stream, which was way too long ago. Um, just been busy, a lot of OT stuff like that. So I really haven't had the time to sit and really do much with per se the track. Still doing Patreon stuff like that. Been building different cars. I got cars up on the shelf and stuff. We did just built some new type of stadium lighting, which I need to make a video on this because it's much different than what I did before. This actually turned out really cool. I'll bring it up for you guys so you can see it. But it their wires actually are run inside the tube all the way down through. Um, yeah, it turned out really cool. I got to build, shoot, like 10 of these at least. So yeah, there's definitely, I just need to turn on the camera and do a video building one of these. So that I haven't per se stopped doing the hobby or anything like that. I've just been really busy, so I haven't been able to actually sit down and do anything. So tonight, what we're going to go ahead and do is I've got these Target buildings, like we were working on the corner, and one of the things that I've been going through is my plan of attack with these because um, I've built a few different sets for other people, and I've built them all individually, right? So it makes it easier for shipping and everything else. But mm, ah, being that I'm going to go ahead and build this for myself, I want these buildings to be all uniform, everything else, and I want them to blend into each together. So the plan is that I need to build them all together, right? But in order to do that, there's a lot of prep that has to go into these in modifications when they're apart, so that when I put them together, it's a little bit more streamlined. Okay, there's a lot to it, unfortunately. I've done 3 of them. I'm down to 3 more. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm just widening the walls. Because if you look at the original photos of these buildings and stuff, the stucco, uh, the block was pretty wide. I mean, if we're looking at MDF, it's real thin. So that doesn't quite work out. What we need, I'll grab this one, is what I'm taking is polystyrene and putting it on the back side to actually give the illusion that the walls are thicker, so that when you look in the inside, it's offset, right? So the door is going to sit back further into the opening. So that has been what I've been doing. And so I need to go ahead and get that done. The next step from there, obviously, is going to be painting some type of color in the inside. Um, they're not going to get full interiors because of where they're at. So there are some shortcuts that I can go ahead and cut, so I don't have to, go through building the whole entire interior with these things when they're sitting on the middle of the track and you're just not going to see it. So, yeah. So I don't know how far we'll get tonight. I've got 3 of these to go ahead and add the polystyrene on the back, and then I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to build these because I can't build them here. This isn't enough room. I might be able to build them on the workbench behind me, but that obviously is going to need to be cleaned up. There's a whole bunch of cleanup that needs to be done around here. So with all that, we'll just go ahead and start going on this. So, but in a nutshell, that's what's been going on. Zoom meetings with the Patreon and more or less just working my butt off lately, guys. So that has been that. How many of us are we hanging out here? Let's see here. I need to put my glasses on. I can't see dip. So, and we got Joe, we got Frank, Chris is here. Yeah, there's a few of us. I don't know how many of us are here, but there's 9. There's nine of us. Heck, why not? Small crowd. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. Joe has been bugging me the last couple weeks. Good time to Targa. Yeah, I'm doing it, Joe. Okay, so we'll go ahead and I'll start cutting on some polystyrene, and we'll go from there. Looks like I need to adjust my tape or my camera, so let me do that, and then we'll get started on this. Might as well I showed you guys the one car. I did a maxi models. I'm in the model of doing another one. I'm still working on this Lola. Got the chassis figured out with that. Yeah, going multiple directions. So let's see here. Let's let's figure out this. Go down here like that. Okay. I think that'll be good enough for us. So if we do that, yeah, you can see this, so that's a good thing. That means you can see the table. Let me set this over here. Oh, it's a mess in here. Okay, so this is the kit from Racetrack Scenics, and I've got all the buildings plus buildings. And in this set right here, I believe there's only supposed to be like 5, isn't it? I think so. Let's see here. There's one. I've got them lined up. Let's see here. I've got 2 of these. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. I'm doing 6 because I got an extra one of these, so I'm throwing that in the mix. Just a brute for punishment. Make this thing big. I still got to even see if it's gonna fit. I know, yeah, it's gonna fit, but a lot of work. So okay, so let's see here. Don't drink out of the paint. Yeah, I know. Don't drink out of the paintball. No, I got my tea, so we're all good there. I got my tea, but probably gonna need more tea. But yeah, it's okay. So we'll start here. It's real easy what I'm doing. I went ahead and cleaned up, and I might have put away stuff that I shouldn't have put away. Grab this. Probably should get a new one of these. I've had this for a long time, this cutting board. So let's see here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna slice off some polystyrene. Get right to it, right? Doesn't have to be beautiful, it's just got to be sliced off. So I'll do that. And this is kind of interesting stuff. It's black, right? So I got this at Hobby Lobby. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it works for, I've done some buildings and stuff with it. There's a block house that I did with this stuff. So you can, you can play with it pretty good. But it's got like a paper backing on it, which I don't know. Still prefer the pink stuff, but this is good because it's not that thick. I think this is only what, ½ inch? Yeah, it's ½ inch, a little bit less than ½ inch. It's oh shoot. Well, okay, let's do this. Metric, it's 1 centimeter, so works perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just slice this stuff off. And my knuckles all bloody because I dumped the wheelbarrow for the wife. Got it caught in a damn tree, ripped me open. Oh well. Okay. So in this, when I do the stucco on the outside with the joint compound, I'll wrap it through the inside of this. So what we need is just something there. Uh-oh. So we can, I think this is a good one. Come on. Yeah, there's glue in there. Come on, glue. There we go. Let's just go ahead and place it up in there. Pretty easy, actually. But, no, everything's been good. Just staying busy. That's the big thing. Let me get this there. I'll show you this maxi model that I put together in the second one. I bought it was a while ago. I got a bunch of these maxi models that were completed that came out of a collection. And that's how I got introduced to them. Unfortunately, they do not make them anymore. You can find the kits on Evil Bay. Call it Evil Bay. Always gets me in trouble. But they want a lot of money for the kits. They're not cheap. I was able to pick up one of the model kits for about $100, and that's a steal compared to how much some of these guys are asking for them. It's ridiculous, 200 plus. But they're pretty remarkable. It's sad that there's not slot car kits out today. So we got one down. Slot car kits that are out today that can compare to them. Really, they don't. The detail on them is unflippin' believable. This is gonna be fun. Got a bend here, so let's see. I'm gonna do this a little bit different. Cut this one short. It's a door opening with an arch. Over here mumbling to myself. That's what I'm mumbling about. You can tell I'm not just slicing this stuff up. Not really worried how perfect it is. That's a bad blade. Let's see here. I have to get another razor knife out. That one has seen better days. Let's see here. Huh, go like that. Okay. Right here. Come on, stick on there. Okay, there's that. Let's see here. This will work like that. If I go, actually, I'm just gonna get a different razor knife. I got knives down here. Let's try that one. Okay, let's see here. We got this to there. I got to keep in mind also there's this 2 stories on this, so I don't know if this one's much better. I think I need to go out and buy more razor knives, guys. Nah, that one did slice better. Okay, so that was good. Needs more glue. Okay. There's that. There's that. Just put this there, there. Let's see here. As long as the opening is covered, that's all I want. And then what I'll do is I'll shape this lower one. Got some sandpaper. It's got to dry. There's a few more of us. So yeah, let's see here. Okay. So now we got that. We got the opening there. You know what? Step away from that. I'll be right back. So we'll take a break from this, let this dry a little bit. And this is that maxi model I was telling you guys about. Grab. They're impressive. This is the Lola, what was this, the T160? But to give you an idea, this is your parts list all the way through for the build. Like I said, there's tons of parts, and it's crazy. They have all these acid etched pieces that come on this. All these little tiny details. But I'll show you this car. It was cool. I could build it one or two ways. I could build it for Dan Gurney, or I could build it for Savage, Swede Savage. So I got a lot of Dan Gurney, and I've got a another car that I'm building as Dan Gurney, but I thought, what the heck, I'll build this one as Swede Savage. But I'll bring it up just so you can take a look at it. But these are cool little car. A lot of different pieces. The front axle is kind of interesting the way they do it. It's kind of a floater, but when it's sitting down, I mean, it's cool. The rockers are actually aluminum on these kits, cast aluminum. It's got the rear spoiler, but the details are pretty remarkable. Like I said, it's sad that they don't make kits like this anymore. But if you can get your hands on one of these and you like to do, you know, build cars, cool kit. Whoop, I hit that. So, yeah, I've got this, and I have, shoot, let's see here, I've got, and this is the other one I'm doing, and this is Dan Gurney's car. Again, this was one that was already done. The guy had built it, wasn't the best, so I'm going all the way through the car. I'm gonna have to, I've just received my laser printer, so I'm waiting for my water slide decal paper so then I can finish off the decal work for this. But let me go ahead and I'll pull this off. This is just sitting there. And chassis are cool. I mean, it's got, you know, your etched pieces in the inside. I had to create a little bit of a flap up in here because the guy had cut it short. It's a Sidewinder chassis. I mean, it's even got, you know, strut towers and shocks and stuff, springs in the back, and these are actual springs. It's crazy. But yeah, cool car. Resin body. I mean, they aren't built for going fast. But if for myself, I'm more into, like, I just like to put the car on the track when the track's running and just, you know, just enjoy it. And if you're into that, then those cars are probably perfect for that. So, okay, where was I? Yeah, thanks, Chris. Max Winter, yeah. Yep, for sure. So, let's get back to this. So now I've got, scab that all in there. It's ugly. And you can see it's overhanging here. I'm just going to grab some, I think this is 60 grit. And we'll just, I'm going to cut this out a little bit if I can. Might as well leave that out. Let's see here, so I don't have to sand down so much. Good. There. Yeah, but this little detail right here, widening the walls, makes a big difference on your kit when you're building it. When it's all said and done, it's really cool. I mean, that's what with the other buildings that are down in the corner, I mean, a few of them, yeah, I scratch built, but the ones that were kits from Racetrack Scenics, this is one of the things that I did, was widen them out. And I can't remember if I did that on camera or not. Heck, I don't know. That was a while ago. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sand this down. put a lid on that. Not thinking. Yeah, but I gotta get these walls done. I gotta paint the inside, and then I actually have to get all the doors stained, all that stuff done prior to assembling these, because with the different floors, if you put the floors in, you're not gonna be able to get to the back side. So a lot of the building has to be done in pieces. Just get that roughed in. Make sure this is right. It's there, it's hanging in there. And there we go. So it's all formed up in there. Doesn't look, looks pretty ugly from the back, but the front's all we're really worried about. So that works. I gotta do the other. So I'll keep on going forward, I guess. But cool effects. I'm slicing this one a little short. One thing that's kind of pain in the butt with this, it has that paper. That makes it a pain to cut. And then it hangs up here on the edge. You can get this weird edge. You can peel it off. Let's see here. Go that way. Pretty simple. So let me just get, is this one wide enough? That'll work. Let's get this one. Oh, let me turn that off. Sorry guys. Okay. Damn spam. Okay. I have to slice off more. One thing about building kits, a lot of prep, man. I mean, if you're going to alter them, it takes a little bit of work. I'll show you one of the kits that I did. There's when these things were designed, there was a couple of the kits that they took some artistic liveries with on the back side and made garages. And I have a few pictures of the buildings in back, and they didn't have garages. They just had windows and a door. So I went ahead and changed that around, which I understand. It's the back side of the building, but I just went ahead and I'm not going to have any cars in the back garages, so I was going to build them the way they were. I think this work. Yeah, it'll work. Trunk compound will save my behind. That there. Real exciting stuff. Let's see here. We'll turn this around. This one up on top. Just like that. Initially, let's trim this off. There. How does this wall go? It'll work. Thank God I sliced this stuff then. Yeah, there's some roof lines and stuff like that that need to be altered on these, so yeah, there's a lot of just little stuff that needs to be done. Just time consuming. And you're building 6 of them at one time. It's real time consuming. There we go. Get that there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's 2 doors on the top, and I double checked the pictures, and that's the way it was. Had 2 doors going out. Now, these buildings have been altered from the originals, sized down a little bit, just so they wouldn't be so massive on a layout. So some of the reason. Why is that one so long? Huh. That ain't gonna work. Okay, I got glue on the bottom of that. Try this again. Gotta love Gorilla Glue. Okay, so gotta do that window too. I think could. Yeah, I might as well. So we'll do this one as well. And this can be a little bit of a, let's see here. Maybe I won't make this one as thick as the doorway. So let me slice this in half. Yeah, we're going to do that. And that one's going to go across the bottom. I'm thinking aloud, guys, sorry. Me, myself, and I here. Do that there, here. There. I'm going through my head all the different stuff I got to do to these. A little overwhelming when I'm looking at 6 of them. I was building one at a time. That's a little easier. It's going to take a little bit. How's that going to work? I don't like that. I'll go here. Yeah, because that one's too thick. Okay. I'll go this route. There's that. There's that. That's better. The thickness was off, so that's why I pulled that one out of there. Yeah, come on. Dry. It's not wanting to dry. You are being a pain in the butt. Stay. And you don't want to stay. More glue. There, better. Okay. This one. Trim. Trim it off. How's that? That's better. Son of a biscuit. It's not being nice. Take that. So I get that, and then I have to shape the top of this one. Oh, I want to have a Godzilla moment. Okay, there's that. That can go there. Oh, you little booger. Okay. Ugly, isn't it? So let that one dry. No, forgot tea. At least it's decent weather tonight. I've been having some. I was gonna go live. Oh shoot! A couple weeks ago, but then got out here and it was hot. It was one of those real humid days when we were supposed to get weather coming in. Thunderstorms at night, so the humidity just shot through the roof, and got out here and it was like, yeah, it's not happening tonight. We need to get an AC unit out here. Okay, so now we'll shape this. Almost done. There. Ta-da! Another ugly piece. Okay, so that's there. That makes, I got 4 done now. Figure out where I'm going to put this. I guess I got to stretch. Shit. Okay. We'll just stack them. Okay, let's do this. All right. So yeah, this building's 3 stories tall. It's another one like I just did. Since the outer wall, yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna place these on, because that'll be it. Need a last building. Probably do graffiti on the side. Maybe I'll do an advertisement. An old Italian Coca-Cola advertisement or something, since this was in Sicily. That's where Targa was at. It's got the same. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Yeah, it's kind of crazy down here compared to the rest of the United States. You're getting snow up north. Nuts. All right, where's that? Again, has this paper on it. Paper did help it glue together, though. The blade is dull. Okay. There's that. There's that. Go across here like that. Get this one kicked out real quick. try. Yeah, I got the main building. The corner building's the last building to do. The famous building, I should say. So that's what's coming up after this one. It's actually a lot of modification to do to that building. Got to change the roof line. And different things. Almost thinking about 3D printing the deck brackets. I don't know what they call those. They're all ornate on the original buildings. I might do that. We'll see what happens. Again, you're not gonna. I mean, I'm looking at the buildings I have up. You're not gonna see that detail if I do it. I might just say screw. No, I'll just say screw it and keep it the way it. Yeah. Not gonna see that. Huh. Okay, so there's that building. That's done. That was easy. I'll do this one. Going pants. Thought it's like deja vu. I'm gonna have to slice off more polystyrene. Okay, come on. Try not to slice my fingers off. Throw that up there. Again, I'm not getting real finicky with this stuff. Just slap it in there. I'm only doing 3 sides because the bottom side obviously gets the floor comes in, so I don't have to worry about that. Except for on that window down there. Yeah, paper makes it easier to glue, that's for damn sure. See here, a little bit wider. Seen better days. This needs to be trimmed in half. Too thick. Shoot, wrong way. Stay. Okay, only got what? 3 more. Oh, thank God. There's only one more building after this. Still sharp enough to put it in my finger, though. That was good. Let's see here. This will work across the top. It's ugly. It'll work. Oh. Another one. Ugh. Fun stuff. Yeah, I know. Dual blade knife. Ugh. Sticking to it. Okay, bottom one. So right at the apex of the arch. Right. Pick which side I like the best. That one moved. Okay, there's that. Where is... Oh, that's right. Because, okay. This isn't going to be... That ain't going to work. Okay. See if I got a new blade for this thing. There we go. New blade. Dual blade's good for something, right? End of this thing is still flipping sharp though. That's sharp. Okay, get that down there. Let's put this. And we'll just slice this off. See how much. It's nicer. Didn't slice straight. Definitely easier. Yes, much nicer. Okay, let's see here. Go there. There. Go right there. Should be. I have to trim off the top of that. Made it a little too thick because I got to fit a. Gotta fit a floor in here. Can make it. That's a lot nicer. Imagine what a what a sharp blade will do. And then where did that come off at? That's killing me. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, it's sticking to me. Come on, you little biatch. Put that there. Okay. Oh, it's sticking to my finger. Okay, so now we've got that. I gotta cut out the arch. Shouldn't rush it, but I am. Definitely not gonna be able to sand it yet. Shouldn't even be doing this. It's like wanting to move around. Well, that's what I thought. Well, that's it. Sit. Okay. I need another iced tea. Okay. So how's everybody been anyway? I haven't been around for a while. Everybody been good? How many of us are playing together right now? Let's see here. 16 of us? Cool. What we got here? Yeah, I know. Sorry, like I said, sorry I haven't been around you guys, but just been really busy. I work at Gulfstream up in Dallas and work on deliveries. So, which are the private jets, and just been really busy. And a lot of orders, and they're ramping up production. So that's what's been a lot of my time. And work 12-hour shifts, so when you get home, you pretty much get like an hour awake, or well, I get more than that, a couple hours awake, and then I'm off to bed. So, and then when I do get home finally, like on my last day of actually working or something, I'm so programmed to getting up at, you know, 1:45 in the morning that by the time I get home, it's like, oh, that ain't happening as far as to do a live stream or anything. So I need at least a day of recoup. And the way things have been going, it's been nuts. I'm doing a lot of projects around the house. I just got done tiling the kitchen floor. I'm building an addition off the back of the house, knocking out the wall in the back, so I'm adding on to the master bathroom and walk-in closet. And then while I'm doing all this, my wife's saying, why don't we make it 2 stories? I'm like, are you? So yeah, so I got my foundation work all done, and now I'm making a tower in the back of the house. It's more or less, it's a tower, because the house is single level, but she wants a 2-story in the back, and it's gonna have a spiral staircase going up to the upstairs, so kind of like a tower up there. She can put her vanity, and yeah, so it'll be interesting, to say the least. Let's see here. So yeah, between that and just the normal stuff here on the property, I've just been really a busy guy. Built a cabinet. Not really built a cabinet, but custom painted cabinet for Martini Racing colors, a locker. Put that little video out, and I'm actually thinking maybe if I can get my hands on something, I might actually start doing cabinets like that with different racing motifs, whether it's Martini or Golf or Alfa Romeo or Ferrari or whatever. So been kicking that around. Might actually do display. I think display cases would be cool that way too. Something different. You don't see that type of stuff, you know? It'd be kind of cool. So let's see here. Get done with this one. mentally going over stuff with this thing. Okay, like that. Down. Like that. This is going to have to be shaved. And I'm going to have to let that dry. So then that one's done. Then I can start on the famous building. It looks like crap on the inside. You know, I was almost thinking, if I do no, I can't do it that way. What I'm thinking is that if I wouldn't have to paint the inside of these, because if I went ahead and put, you know, drapes, curtains up, but that won't work because some of them I don't want to do that with, so that won't work. I will have to paint the inside of all this. Oh, yeah, that was good. Just let it dry, boom. That's the hardest part. Watching paint dry and watching glue dry. Keep on like messing with it. Okay. Let's see here. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, the cabinet was fun. It's just it didn't take that long per se in hours, but every time because I did everything with bomb can, I thought, what the heck, I'll just do it with bomb can. I would have to spray something and then just walk away a whole entire day. So the actual work that went into it wasn't that much. It was the dry times and the cure times in between doing stuff that took a while. So that was the part with that. But if I were to do them for if I was going to start doing them, I'd actually whip out my spray guns and start using probably automotive paint and paint them up really nice. That turned out really good for bomb can. I was surprised. Very surprised for bomb can. He even clear coated it with bomb can. Okay, let's see here. If I can do this without cutting it now. Okay, that ain't working. That's better. Come on. You. Pain in the butt. Oh. Don't do that to me. It's being a pain in the butt, guys. There we go, that's better. Yeah, these windows down here, I do like a stained glass. It works out really cool. It's a cool effect. Kind of excited to do these buildings all together. I mean, I've got some things in my head that I want to throw at these just to give it a try. Okay, so there's that. All right, those are done. Yay! Get these out of my way. Move that bottle again. Over here. Last building. I think this one has the most. There's that. There's. This is. I think this is the back wall. There might be some modifications we have to do. Okay, so let's. So this one goes here. Yeah, that's the back wall. You should see this building now. There's some pictures on the internet that show this back in the day in the 40s and 50s and 60s, even up to the in the 70s, compared to what it looks like now. You can't even tell it's the same building. They like modified it. It's got I think it's 3 stories now. I gotta check photos. We gotta. Yep. Let me get my other tablet. Hopefully it's charged. Please be charged. Yes, you're charged. Okay. You're charged and you went away. Okay. Row. Yeah, there's stuff on the back side of this building. Doorway. And another. Another window. Okay, gotta find a better picture. Okay, that's not. Let's go there. Targa. T-A-R-G. Targa Florio. Always looking at photos. Okay, I gotta put in the corner. Okay. Looking for. Okay, so there's. How did I do this before? Okay, wait a minute. That wall, no, this wall, it's like that. This one goes here. I don't know, maybe I. No, okay, it's okay. We got that there. Yeah, okay, no. I just gotta. But the back doesn't look like that. It don't look like that. This is a hard thing. So then you gotta go and try to find photos. The back side of buildings. Yeah, check this out. So this building, so this is what I'm talking about. So up here is what the building looks like back then. That's what that building looks like now. They totally revamped that thing. Look at that. Isn't that funny? So big thing when you're building circuits and stuff is it's amazing how much they've changed over time. Let's see here. This in the back. There's actually only a window. None of this exists on that. So let's see here. And then this, stay there. I know that they had to make modifications to it to make it work. Ferrari, Bandini. Okay, so this one goes here. This one goes here. So I got to get rid of this. Has got to change into a window. Get rid of that. Get rid of all those down below. This is actually an arched door. That door's there. Window up there. Balcony. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. All those go bye-bye. That goes there. This, I don't know if I can make that. No, I could. I could make that. Yep. It'll work. Pretty. Okay, so that's got to be changed. All right. That's going to be changed. Okay, what else? Yeah, here's kind of give me an idea too. So this is what we're going after. You see how thick these walls are. You just don't get that with an MDF kit. So that's why I'm adding that polystyrene in the inside so we can mimic that. But yeah, that's got to be modified. I've got to modify this, and I need to look at the rest. Okay. How do I go back? Oh. Whoa, where did that go? Okay. Now we got to go back to the front of the building. These buildings were just, they were hammered. Okay. This one goes there. That's the one on the side. This has an arch. That one has the arch. Actually, it bows out more. How are we going to do that? Okay, let's get this. And which one is that? That's the Targa. What are we doing? There's that one. This one gets. This is Targa Florio. That's that upper. So what I have to do is bring this out. This door opening on this one, right here, instead of being a complete arch, it actually opens up a little bit. It's got do I do it? Hell, I'm already this far into it. What's the difference, right? Okay, so I need my compass. Here we go. Compass. This one's getting this way. So this one's going to get modified. This one's going to get modified. Wait a minute. Yeah, that one gets modified. So only one panel doesn't get modified. Everything else gets modified. That's got to get stuff added to it. This has got to... Okay. How am I going to do this? It's going to be opened up. It's going to be opened up. Right there. Like that. See here, I'll probably freehand this. It's going to have to come off. It kind of goes out. God, that's weird. It goes out. You know, one of the door openings, instead of going up and around, it kind of goes whoop like that. So, let's see here. Modify this. So if we go, ain't gonna work that way. Could do it with a Dremel. A Dremel can kick your ass though. Okay, let's see here. All right, Dremel it is. And that ain't gonna work. Could use that one. Yeah, that's the one I'll use. Wish me luck. Hopefully we don't mess it up too bad. Okay. A little bit more. Yeah, it's not much. I don't know why I'm doing this. More. That was the wrong side. Got it. Just, it's not much of a modification. It's just, the problem is, for me, if I know about it and I didn't do it, it's gonna bug me. So I might as well do it. And it's just, here, I'll show you guys. It's just a small modification. It's the top of this. So instead of having an arch that lines all the way down to the door opening, it hangs out just a skosh. So did that one. All right, so we got that. This one gets heavily modified. This one gets, okay. Oh. So I gotta make that. That is. That. Okay. Kind of different type of archway too. Is that a door? Sure the hell looks like a door. Another picture of it. No, it's a door. It's a doorway. God, these buildings were just hammered. Okay. What's down there? That's, I don't know what that is. Okay. So You know, and then it depends on what year we're looking at because I just lost it. Lost my photos. Let's go back to Targa. Images. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a door. With a different type of arch. Okay, so take this, lay this. There's a template. There. Okay, so it's pretty much, that's pretty much where it needs to be. Weird opening. Use the grid. Right there. Oh yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Split that. Puts us right in the middle here. Bring this open. Come on. There. That'll work. And it goes straight down. I need this. Let's go all the way. Let that arch. Okay, we're slicing the hell out of another kit. Yeah, I got 2 of these, so if I mess up, I got one for backup at least. Okay, let's get the dangerous one on. Slice off the bottom first. This is a wicked attachment. Damn saw blade. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Like I said, it's a wicked attachment. There we go. Okay, same paper. Now I gotta slice the top of this. I guess I could start it with this. Try. Yeah, no way. That ain't gonna work. Okay. Nope. I don't feel like losing a finger tonight. Where is that one? Oh, yeah. This attachment's got me in plenty of trouble in the past. It's like this auger. This thing's wicked. Okay. Survived that one. Little 36 grit. It's getting there. Where is this? All right, there's that opening. So we got, it had just a window here. So it's trimmed off the bottom, shaped the top. So now we got the door to match on that. So there's that, there's that. Throw that over there. This one. And then this guy gets, okay, so this guy is gonna get, oh, the balsa treatment. Let's find that wall again. Yeah, it's just a window. Everything else is gone. So this will work here. So there's the, I don't know if you got, what did I do with that? Here, let me see if I can find, where was that one? No, it's not that one. Yeah. So that's what we're going after right back here. It's only got a window. It doesn't have any of this other stuff. So that'll work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and first I'm gonna put shit away. Where did I put my wrench? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Let's get this out of my hair. Unplug this. There, close the cabinet. All right, now, here we go. This right here. Come on, Boone. Show you this next sector. Alright, there's that. It's going to need to be shaved. The glue. Okay, there's that. That's got to be changed into a window. Do we have any windows up above? No. Okay, so I get to pick my height. Wonderful. What kind of window? It's a rectangle window. Like that. Just gonna go there. You little booger. Okay, fine. Just go to full space. Try this again. The problem was I was trying to force it. Don't force balsa. It'll bite you. Okay, there's that. Trim it. Oh, that was good. It's all right. Let's get in the getting the joint compound treatment anyway, so all I gotta do is plug the hole somewhat like that. And where did I put my super glue? Accelerator. Come on. Kick off. Kick, 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 kick. There. That'll work. Now, get rid of these windows. Here. That looks good. That's too high. Go. There. Okay, and I get rid of that. Bite me. Just a hair. Okay. Don't do that. Come on, you booger. Ow. Yes, we almost got it. And I just gotta get rid of these two. I put a plug in this. What the heck? I just gotta do it this way. Oh, wait a minute. No, leave that one. That one's gotta stay for the floor. Done. Let's get rid of that. Floor, that's the back. Floors. Yep. That's gotta stay. What's that? What's that? Oh, that's that inner wall. Okay. Those. Dull right there. That was good. What just rolled off? Oh, fun stuff, man. Oh, come on. Fell through the hole. Come on. Still too wide. This blade's getting dull. So there's that one. This will work. It's disintegrated. Okay, I'm not going to use that. Asking too much of that. So what do I got up here? I just got to plug the hole enough that I can joint compound the hell out of it. So let's do a partial. Doesn't have to be. I'll just super goop the hell out of it. That'll work. I'll just put that in the middle. Call it dandy. Cool. I think I got it. Yep. All I gotta do is just make this plugged enough. Then when I come back to joint compound, I can bridge those gaps. So that'll work. So now we got that. So the upper window, I don't think there's anything to do. No, it sits on the surface. But the doorways, okay, so I don't have to do anything with that. So this is done until I joint compound the outside. I gotta find other doorways. This is that's fine. So the doorway. The upper, I just gotta worry about the lower on this. The upper is flush mount. And the lower. Cool. So there's that. So where am I gonna put this? Over there. So lower, everything's lower now. Ugh. I got a centerpiece. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult. So there's this one here. Pretty deep like that. Mm-hmm. There. figure this out. And how the hell is this going to work? Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. This is going to have to go in the middle. There. Now I just gotta let that one dry so I can move on to the other ones. I'm gonna have to shape all of them. Olive oil. Huh. Lovely. This is just this part of the prep. I got so much prep on these buildings. Actually, one of the other things that kept me from going this, that go around we went with the building all that, by the time I got done, I was just burnt out for a while. I was like, God. Need to recoup after that. Okay, so there's, it's going to need to be thicker. So let's go thicker, like that. Sure hope it doesn't interfere with the floor. That's going to be a pain in the butt if it does. But we'll figure it all out. Just another modification eventually. Okay, so there's that. Let that one dry. Oh, I'll do this. Oh, I'm going sideways. Really? There. Okay. Here. Huh? He's so happy when this portion is done. Now I'll just have to paint. A whole lot of paint. I don't know if that'll work. Nope, that won't work. So that one, that's too tight. That was not long enough. Cut 5 times, still too short. There's that. Oh, yay! Okay. So that one's in. That was the first one I did, so we'll come back to this one first. Where is that? There it is. Come on, baby. Ah, don't do this to me. There's that one. There's this one. Yeah. Getting faster at this, but it's at the last building now, so figured. Okay. There's that. I think. No, not yet. There we go. Now, this one. I think I about got it, guys. And there's that one. Yay! So that portion of it's done. Oh! Next step. Next step is probably painting. That's gonna take a while. The way I've done it before is painted each room a different color. So when you put the LEDs in it and stuff, and it gets this backlighting effect where each room has glows. You know, some of them might be a little bit of a blue or a green, and it reflects in the inside of the room, so that when it comes through the windows, it kind of has a little bit of a color tone to it. Have to think about this. I'm having to do that. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I mean, I could go, but I don't know if it's going to be necessary. If I do with curtains, I don't know. I'll have to take a look at all the windows and stuff. I don't know if I want to have curtains on every single window though. Not sure. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to ponder that idea. But at least we got that all done. So this, just throw this together for shits and giggles. So this is the back wall. Building goes like this. So that one goes there. Goes there. And where's the building? Where's? Oh, there it is. There's that. This one goes here. Oops. Damn it. It goes here. Alright. Back wall. So. So that'll work. And so the back wall, I don't need this wall. Just this. So I don't think anywhere where I can cut a corner would be nice. You know, I may not have to worry about it with this building. Because the majority of the doors were solid. Yep. That should be all right. Yeah, because these doors down below are all solid. This one, I can't tell. They have the, you know, I think that's a. But I could put, you know, yeah, I could put curtains on it. We'll see. I'll have to kick this around, think about it. At least I got it to this point. Nice thing about it is I don't have to put as many balconies on this that the kit comes with, because I think there was only one balcony left on this building. All the other ones had fallen off, probably rotten. But I think there's just this one over here. I don't think that one's on the, nah, I'll worry about that later. Let me get, but yeah, that'll work. And then capped all that off. So put these guys in their designated place. And we widen the walls. So there we go. Oh, God. Don't break your back. It gets stiff after a while. Okay. And there's that. And we're all set. So, what's going on here? And I think okay. Cool. Here, I'll raise this up. Up, there. You guys can see my mess again. I do have something I am working on. It's a video I've actually kicked around for a while, and I haven't found how to do it until here recently. It's not a building, it's not scenery. I'll show you what it is. I just gotta get it. Has to do with car modification. So, in order to take this and turn it into a McLaren M1 fudge. My brain's fried. Let's see here. McLaren. It's not M1. It's a M6. Was it the M6? Yeah. Can't even think. Funny. The M1B. I think it was the M1B. Yeah, M1B or M8B. God, it's been one of those. So what this is an M8D and to turn this into an M8B. And the M8B McLaren was the high wing McLaren, right? So it's the most, actually I would say it's probably one of the most iconic McLaren Can-Am cars during the Can-Am series. So I did some digging. I was able to find this guy off Evil Bay, and he's going to be my mad scientist transformation. So this is something I've been kind of working on, and came up with a way to do it. The the body itself stayed pretty much the same through the M8 series. So the only difference was wing placement and stuff like that. So I figured out how to make this into one of those cars. So that'll be definitely be a video that I want to do. But I'm just glad I was able to turn on the camera tonight. So we got that portion of everything done. Next step with those buildings is going to be painting them. I don't think I will I will subject you guys to that. I'll probably subject my Patreon guys to that. I see Mr. Bill's out there. So Bill, I'll probably be painting panels tomorrow during Patreon. So yeah, I get that. I gotta get all the doors and everything all painted and stained. I'm just thinking aloud. So yeah, if I get all that prep done, the next prep would be then, I'd have to joint compound the openings that we put the polystyrene in, all the door openings, and get that all done. And the painting on the inside, so to get that all done. And then we can assemble trying to think. Yeah, I can assemble with lights, because the deal is so I want to build them all together, and I've got to get all this prep done before, because once I start assembling them, I've pretty much got to assemble them separate, and then I have to glue them all together so they're one massive piece. And then I'll come in with the joint compound, and then joint compound everything on the outside all at one time. And we're talking, okay, so it's gonna be nuts. Where did my tape go? Oh, it's over there. The buildings, I kind of measured it out. It's around, I think it's close to like 5, is it 5 feet? It's like 4 something feet long. So that building's, we're talking good size when it's all put together. So, yeah. So I got to get the inside painted, or figure out what the hell I'm doing with the inside, and then get all those doors and windows and all those stained. Yeah, so we get that all done, and then I can assemble. And as I assemble, then I have to put in lights. So if I get it to that point, I'll save the assembling when, I'll probably do that for a live. I'll have a few of them assembled. I don't know. There's a lot of hours in this thing. I'm looking at ahead. So, uh, the big thing is once they're all assembled to a point, then I've actually got to come in and start chopping on them even more because I need to start altering the way the roofs are all laid out because the kits kind of have a generic look to the roof, and the roofs actually on these buildings have different pitches and stuff like that. They're kind of cut up more than what the kits are. So I want to get that done as well on these. So yeah, I don't know, a lot of hours. Um, we'll see what happens next week. I'm not going to promise anything. Um, but if I can switch on the camera, I will. Uh, and we can go from there. So let's see here. Yeah, it's good to see that we're back on. How many of us are playing right now? There's 16 of us still. That's cool. Small group. But yeah, I promise not to. Yeah, Joe, right. You're gonna I see. If I don't come on next week, the week after, Joe's gonna be like, "Well, when you coming back on?" So no, I appreciate it, Joe. You're a little nudge is a good thing. So um that's kind of the plan. So we'll go from there. I'll just keep on chugging away on these, and hopefully, if I'm able to come back on next week, I will. Um, it all depends. I mean, if I'm painting the insides still, which I might be because we're talking about what, 6 buildings, aren't we? One, two. Did I count them before? Yeah, there's 6 of them, 6 buildings. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not going to subject you guys to watching me paint. It's bad enough just putting polystyrene on the inside of doorways. But yeah, when I come back on for live stream, we'll be assembling. So I'll do that. Uh, I'll get the stain work done. I'll get the rooms painted that I need to get painted. Um, and then when we come back on, we'll be putting these buildings together. There won't be I won't be putting them all together as far as in one piece, but because I gotta assemble each one separate, and then yeah, you guys will see. So next time I come on, we'll do that. I'll try to take care of all this other little BS before that, and we'll do it that way. So I don't even know how long. Ooh, it's 10. I came on like 8, 9, 10. So 2.5 hours already. Imagine that. Um, but yeah, we'll do that. Uh, like I said, I have this video. I really need to do this video. Um, so yeah, there's videos I need to get done, and it's just a lot going on right now. So I think that's about it. I'm starting to babble more than usual. So yeah, we'll go from there. But thanks for everyone for coming out and hanging out. I appreciate it. It was fun. I think I put the notice out for this hour and a half, 2 hours maybe before I came on. I was kicking around all day, and I didn't quite know if I was going to be able to do it or not. But I'll try to. Give more leeway ahead of time next time around. So, thanks everybody for showing up, and I'll see y'all later. All right, bye. I gotta remember how to turn this off.